Did you know that up to 6% of the population may have narcissistic personality disorder? Millions of people are living and working with this disorder. Many may not even know it. Today we're going to be talking about narcissistic abuse. People with narcissistic traits often have an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. In this video, we're going to be talking about 8 signs that you may be dealing with narcissistic abuse. If you recognize these signs in your own relationship, remember that you're not alone, and there are resources available to help you. One hallmark of narcissistic abuse is the constant emotional ups and downs that leave you feeling like you're losing your mind. One day, they're showering you with love and affection, making you feel on top of the world. The next, they're cold, distant, and dismissive, leaving you wondering what you did wrong. This hot and cold behavior, often called breadcrumbing, is a form of manipulation designed to keep you off balance and dependent on them for validation. You find yourself constantly walking on eggshells, terrified of triggering their anger or indifference. Narcissists are masters at twisting the narrative, making you question your own perceptions and sanity. This is a form of gaslighting, which we'll discuss in more detail later. By keeping you in a constant state of emotional flux, they ensure you're too preoccupied with their moods to focus on your own needs. If you're constantly feeling drained, anxious, and confused, it's time to assess whether your relationship is truly serving you. Gaslighting is a particularly insidious form of manipulation that often leaves victims questioning their sanity. It's a gradual process, often starting subtly, making it difficult to recognize in the early stages. The narcissist might deny your reality, contradict your memories, or trivialize your feelings, making you doubt your own perceptions and judgment. For example, you might vividly remember them making a promise, but they'll flat out deny it, insisting that you're misremembering or making things up. Over time, these repeated denials and distortions of reality can erode your sense of self and make you question your own sanity. Gaslighting is a powerful tool for narcissists, because it allows them to maintain control over the narrative and avoid taking responsibility for their actions. If you suspect you're being gaslighted, it's crucial to trust your gut instincts and seek support from trusted friends, family members, or a therapist. Keeping a journal of these instances can also be helpful in documenting the pattern of behavior and reminding yourself that you're not imagining things. Remember, gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse, and you deserve to be in a relationship where your feelings are validated and your reality is respected. Have you ever experienced a whirlwind romance that felt almost too good to be true? That's love bombing, a common tactic employed by narcissists to quickly create an intense bond and gain control in a relationship. It's a calculated strategy that involves showering you with excessive flattery, attention, gifts, and declarations of love, often very early in the relationship. You might feel like you've met your soulmate, someone who understands you like no one else ever has. However, the intensity of love bombing is unsustainable and often short-lived. Once the narcissist feels they have secured your affection and trust, the devaluation stage begins. The same person who couldn't get enough of you might suddenly become distant, critical, and demanding. Love bombing is not genuine love. It's a form of manipulation designed to create a dependency from the very beginning. Recognizing love bombing for what it is, a red flag, is crucial for protecting yourself from narcissistic abuse. True love grows organically and is built on a foundation of shared values, mutual respect, and genuine affection. Once the narcissist feels they have secured your affection and dependence, the devaluation stage begins. This is a painful and confusing phase where the narcissist's mask of perfection begins to slip, revealing their true colors. The same person who once showered you with love and adoration might become increasingly critical, dismissive, and even cruel. You might find yourself constantly criticized for your appearance, intelligence, choices, or even the way you breathe. The narcissist might also engage in emotional withholding, a tactic where they withdraw affection, attention, and support as a form of punishment. The devaluation stage is often interspersed with intermittent reinforcement, where the narcissist throws you crumbs of affection or compliments to keep you hooked. Recognizing the signs of devaluation is crucial for breaking free from narcissistic abuse. Remember, you deserve to be treated with respect, kindness, and compassion. Don't settle for a relationship where you're constantly being torn down and made to feel inadequate. Isolation is a common tactic used by narcissists to control and manipulate their partners. They understand that a strong support system can provide you with the strength and perspective you need to recognize and escape the abuse. Therefore, they'll often try to isolate you from your friends, family, and anyone else who might pose a threat to their control. This isolation can be subtle or overt. They might make negative comments about your loved ones, plant seeds of doubt about their intentions, or even manufacture conflicts to create distance between you. Over time, this isolation can leave you feeling lonely, vulnerable, and entirely dependent on the narcissist for emotional support. If you notice that your partner is trying to isolate you from your loved ones, it's a major red flag. Healthy relationships thrive on connection and support, both within the relationship and outside of it. Don't let anyone, not even your partner, dictate who you can and cannot see. Projection is a common defense mechanism used by narcissists to avoid taking responsibility for their own flaws and shortcomings. It involves attributing their own undesirable traits, thoughts, or behaviors onto you. For example, a narcissist who is cheating might accuse you of being unfaithful. Projection can be incredibly confusing for the victim because it feels like you're being accused of being something you're not. The narcissist's accusations often feel so real and heartfelt that you might start to question your own thoughts and behaviors. This tactic serves several purposes for the narcissist. First, it allows them to maintain their grandiose self-image by denying any flaws or imperfections. By accusing you of the very things they're guilty of, they can shift the focus away from their own actions and make you the target of blame. Remember, their behavior is a reflection of their own issues, not yours. Triangulation is a manipulative tactic used by narcissists to create insecurity and competition within a relationship. It involves bringing a third party into the dynamic to manipulate you and maintain control. This third party could be anyone: a friend, family member, coworker, ex-partner, or even a stranger. The narcissist might use them to make you feel jealous, insecure, or unworthy. For example, they might constantly compare you to the third party, highlighting their positive qualities and downplaying yours. They might confide in the third party about your supposed flaws or shortcomings, creating a sense of betrayal and undermining your trust. Triangulation is a powerful tool for narcissists because it allows them to exploit your insecurities and maintain a sense of control. Healthy relationships are built on trust, respect, and open communication. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated or played against others. Hoovering is a term used to describe the manipulative tactics narcissists use to suck you back into a relationship after a discard or separation. Just when you think you're finally free, they reappear, often with a dramatic gesture, apology, or promise to change. This can be incredibly confusing, especially if you're still emotionally attached and yearning for the relationship to work. The narcissist might shower you with attention, gifts, and promises of a brighter future, making you believe that they've finally seen the error of their ways. However, it's important to remember that hoovering is not about genuine remorse or a desire to change. It's another form of manipulation designed to regain control and feed their ego. The narcissist's attempts to hoover you back in might involve playing on your emotions, guilt-tripping you, or making grand promises they have no intention of keeping. Remember the reasons why you left or distanced yourself in the first place, and don't allow yourself to be sucked back into a toxic cycle. Breaking free from narcissistic abuse is a process, and hoovering can be a major setback. Narcissistic abuse can have a devastating impact on your self-esteem and emotional well-being, but it's important to remember that you're not alone. Many people have experienced this form of abuse, and there is hope for healing and recovery. If you recognize yourself or someone you love in this video, please know that help is available. Reaching out to a therapist or counselor specializing in narcissistic abuse can provide you with the support and guidance you need to break free from the cycle of abuse and begin your journey toward healing. Thank you for watching, and please share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you'd like to learn more about recognizing and dealing with toxic relationships, be sure to check out our next video.